Hi guys, I'm going to try and give you some help here with the concepts of period and frequency. These are very similar concepts. They're related. They're actually inverses of each other, but they're very related. Period is really, it's abbreviated T for time. This is a time question. It asks how long in seconds does one full vibration or oscillation or jiggle or back and forth motion, how long does one of those take? That's what a period answers. How long does it take for something to go up and then down and then back up to where it started again? That's the amount of time. And we measure that in seconds. Okay, so that's period. Frequency is related. Frequency instead asks a similar question, but it says how many vibrations in 1 second. So you can see how they're similar, but they're not the same. So this is how many. This is how long in time. This is how many, like how many oscillations happen. The unit is the hertz, abbreviated Hz, and it really equals 1 per second. So that's right, 1 hertz equals 1 something per second. And something that's important is that frequency is the inverse of time, period that is, and time is the inverse of frequency. So I can show you an example of what this all means if we go to our simulation over here. If I place 2 kilograms on this guy and we watch it vibrate back and forth, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, we get a feel for what the frequency is there. Let's start this measuring. 1, 2, and you can see it going up and down as the bar moves across. So let's let this go for a while and just collect some data. It'll stop here at 6 seconds and then we'll chat about it. Okay, so now let's move this slider back to right. I'm going to pick this spot right here because that's when it was at the very top of its motion. And I don't think you guys can see what I'm pointing at here, but the time, which is right to the left of this little gray ball, is 0.81 seconds. Let's write that down. V1 equals 0.81 seconds. Let's go back to the sim. Let's move it, the bar to the, when it goes all the way down, and then, come on now, come on, all the way down and then back up to where it started. That's one full oscillation, went all the way down, back up to where it started. What's the time now? Let's get it right to the very top. 1.52 seconds is what it says there. So let's add that. T2 equals 1.52 seconds. So the delta T, difference between them, is 1.52 minus 0.81 seconds. The time for one full back and forth oscillation then becomes 1.52 minus 0.81 equals 0.71 seconds. That's the period. The period is that it takes 0.71 seconds for one complete oscillation. All right, so now the frequency is 1 over time for the period. So it's 1 over 0.71 seconds. If we continue to do the math there, 1 divided by 0.71 equals 1.41. And what that means, it does 1.41 cycles per second. Or you can say it's 1.41 hertz. And that's the frequency. All right, so that's how you're going to handle that stuff. I hope that's helpful. If you have questions, email me, hit me in office hours, ask me in class. We'll get through it, guys. It's going to be just fine.